An uninvited guest walked into the temple, and nobody knew her. Covered in honey, the bees were intrigued. No one would approach her because she cast no shadow. Seduced, the angels began to cry at her feet. Their tears sounded like diamonds and smelled of pomegranate. And then the sun rose on the essence of the world. Testing. Okay, so I am going to be building an altar to Aphrodite. I think what's really cool about an altar is that it helps you focus your intention on what you're doing, because you're physically like building something. And even in the act of me going and collecting all of these things that I want to include on my altar has already helped me to focus my intention. So that has been really powerful, and I haven't even began to build it yet, so I can see the value of it. So I have never built an altar before, actually. I think I've had like miniature altars on accident in places I've lived before, just because I thought they were really beautiful, but this will be my first time doing it intentionally, and I'm really excited. I started like gathering and collecting everything that I'm gonna need, and already I'm starting to feel the energy of Aphrodite. My thoughts around, I guess, gods and goddesses is that, they're not necessarily these physical beings up in the sky looking down on us. Although I'm not going to say they're not. I mean, maybe in another dimension. Who's to say? But how I think of them right now in terms of my life is they are universal energies that anyone can tap into at any time. The famous psychologist, Carl Jung, he called them the collective unconscious. And essentially they're different archetypes, right? And they represent these different energies that we can all tap into. And so they're available to all of us. At this time in my life, I really feel like it's something I need to do and want to do, and it's really calling to me for many, many reasons. The past couple of years for me have been intense, I guess. My life has taken on a little bit of a serious tone. I just feel like I'm ready to lighten the energy a bit in my life. And not only that, but growing up, I experienced a lot of different kinds of traumas, and I had a lot of like misinformation and a lot of social conditioning around the female body and what beauty actually means to us. I feel like I had a lot of toxic belief systems around that. And one thing I recently was told was when you're off balance with that Aphrodite energy, that the feminine, beautiful goddess energy, when it's out of balance, you use beauty as currency. And I see that so much in our modern world, especially with social media and just everything. And so I feel like younger me did that in so many ways, and it was really toxic. And though I've healed a lot since then, I'm at a transition phase in my life where I really want to embody the goddess in a really healthy, positive, balanced way and do it consciously. So I'm calling her in, the energy of Aphrodite, into my life. She's kind of like, to me, the ultimate female, the ultimate feminine energy. And what is more powerful than that? I think it's so fitting that I'm calling on Aphrodite, who was supposedly born from the foam of the sea. So she was literally birthed from the sea itself. And how fitting that I'm calling on her as we are moving back and we're going to live by the ocean again. And it's been so freeing already just to make that decision. And I do feel like it's interconnected with me even starting to connect with the energy of Aphrodite. I haven't built the altar yet, but I'm gathering all of my items to honor her, and I'm studying what she means. And I think that alone has got a lot of wheels spinning, and it's helping to inspire me again. And in fact, we've actually started even looking for places in California again, and we found like the most amazing place, and I think it's gonna work out, and we're probably gonna move really soon actually. So anyways, I'm just babbling on right now. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Aphrodite, what she means to me, and I'm really excited to start building this altar. So let's go see a vision in pink. Okay, so some things I'm including on my altar. Aphrodite, of course, because the queen herself. I have to include pink candles for fire to help spark the fire within me, the passion within myself, and pink because it's so feminine and it is, to me, it's the color of the heart. A mirror to remind myself of the beauty within. Rose quartz is sometimes called the heart stone. It's the stone of unconditional love, and it can help to cultivate inner healing and self-love. I love the idea of including these oils that I will then use in my skincare routine after, because they will be infused with my prayers. I had to bring in some angel energy, of course. I love this pink heart-shaped jar, and I wanted to include it as my prayer jar. It's like I'm putting my prayers directly into the heart of the universe itself. Seashells, because Aphrodite was born from the sea itself. And also, one of my biggest prayers right now is to be able to move back to California and live by the ocean again. I loved building this altar. I am already starting to feel more empowered to be more of myself. So now that it's built, I'm going to take a moment and cleanse my body, my mind, my spirit, and actually take a bath. And I'm going to feel like Aphrodite herself being born of the water. And I'm going to take a moment with myself and really honor the goddess within me before I come to the altar to honor the goddess herself.
Somebody say you had to get better after a while, but I say, love, the time is now.
Beloved Aphrodite, as goddess of love within me, open me now to the delights of my body temple. I now release all shame and guilt around experiencing my goddess-given gifts and rights of sacred pleasure and joy. Ensure that I treat myself and my body with reverence. Help me to see myself through your eyes, seeing all my divine beauty and perfection. Help me to love, appreciate, and adore every part of myself as well as others, while ensuring that I am treated with love and respect. Help me to know that I am love embodied. Let me radiate divine love and joy out in blessing to all, and let me be open to experiencing love in all its blessed forms. So be it, and so it is.
Overhead, so dark and dreary. Let my people go. Can't you see it's time and we're here?